All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Flow with Solaris. I'm Melanie, and today I'm so excited to introduce you to Kristen Orlando from DEXA Plus. She and her husband, Tony, have spent over 25 years helping wellness providers add DEXA technology to their practices, and they've worked with everyone from local wellness centers to NFL and NBA teams. And what I love about this conversation is that Kristen isn't just selling machines, but she's actually coaching providers on how to actually build a business around the technology. So, welcome, Kristen, and let's dive in.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here and about DEXA because it's such an exciting world and all the changes that are going on. But
Yes,
yeah,
it's an exciting time to be alive. So, tell me about DEXA Plus and what do you do and who is it that you serve?
sure. So DEXA Plus is an equipment provider. And essentially what we do is people come to us, physicians, people who are looking to open body composition businesses, maybe a gym, a wellness center, and they want to help their clients succeed and achieve their goals. And so that could be from a weight management perspective, that could be from a longevity perspective, health optimization. And so we kind of walk them through what their current services are, what they're looking to gain from it, what services they'd like to offer, and then we kind of focus them through DEXA, which is a metabolic health function. And if you haven't heard of DEXA, it's an acronym for dual energy X-ray absorptiometry. It used to be used, in, as you said, like 25 years ago for bone mineral density testing. And what essentially would happen is you'd go to a hospital or an imaging center, your physician office, they'd order a DEXA scan for you, and it would just tell you what your T score or your Z score is. So if you had osteoporosis or if you were osteopenic, which is really critical information. But over the last 5 to 6 years, the technology has changed a little bit, and there's been a significant movement. So not only does DEXA tell you your bone mineral density is, but it tells you what your body composition. So, and that body composition is segmental. So it's telling you the amount of fat and lean muscle on your arms, in your trunk region, in your body overall, in your legs. And then it's telling you about visceral fat, which is that dangerous fat that's wrapped around your organs that's very hard to get rid of. And most people don't even know they have it, right? So we love the story of one of our old employees was a college basketball player. He came to work for us, really tall, lean, thin, worked out all the time, jumped on a DEXA, had never had one, had more than 7 pounds of visceral fat around his organs when he was young, right? So from that standpoint, he made some lifestyle changes, started exercising, changed a little bit of his eating habits. And in a year, he was down to like less than a pound. So, visceral fat is that leading predictor of heart disease and type 2 diabetes, especially as you start to age. And he was only about 32, 33 years old. So, was able to make a really good correction there.
So it's not always obvious. So that's why a machine like this. Wow. So he didn't carry any extra fat around that you could see.
Nothing, right?
Incredible.
Yeah.
So you and Tony have built this business together. How did you get into the DEXA world, and what's it like running a business as a family?
Running a business as a family is always fun, right? There's always a little tug and pull. But when I started about almost actually 30 years ago, and just selling ultrasounds and different imaging equipment locally, and just things kind of gradually progressed, saw a need for DEXA and has been selling it since. So he's really in that niche. And about 15 years ago, I quit my day job and came to work here. And yeah, I know. So
Love that.
yeah.
Awesome. I love running a business as a family too. Like you can still go out and get a break and do other things, but it's pretty cool. You can strategize together and
It is.
like
It
that.
is. And sometimes there's like no division.
Right.
Sometimes you're going to home and you're talking about it in the kitchen, and the kids are like, okay, can you stop talking about work?
Yes. I've
Yeah.
so been there. So you work with wellness centers, even sports teams, NFL, NBA. What's the most rewarding transformation that you've seen, either for a provider who added DEXA or just for patients whose lives have changed? You did give a good example. Do you have any other examples?
So recently, I'm sure you guys saw him on the Grammys this week. He has lost a significant amount of weight. And I know that he's going to one of our providers and getting DEXA scans to measure for body composition. So,
Wow.
that's a great transformation and honestly, like really impressive to watch and see what he's done.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So why do you think DEXA matters so much right now? Like, what is driving the demand for it?
Well, I think that overall it's a pretty exciting time just in personal health and people taking control. Post COVID, you've lost that 100% fundamental, like you rely on your doctor. You need to take control of your own health and make your own decisions. And we're seeing that trend across the country. It kind of started on the coastlines and now it's moving in to the interior, and everybody's realizing the rate of medicine change with AI and with everything else, with exercise and the awareness that's going on. People are jumping in and they want to be healthy. And it's so refreshing at this time of year.
And it's preventative. It's not like people are reacting anymore. We're like taking more ownership. And and it's just a side thing. I just think the internet has made it incredible. We can share information widely across the world, and we can uproot really ancient, things that have worked. And it is an exciting time to be alive. And I think, yeah, finding technologies like this and being proactive, I think that it really empowers us. Um,
Definitely. And one of the things that I love that I've really heard of is it's not really anymore about extending your life or your lifespan. It's about extending your health span. So those years that you're free chronic disease and being able to do the things that you want to do and enjoy every day.
oh, I
You
love
know,
that. Yeah,
I really love that.
I've never believed that we have to like our health has to go down as we get older. I mean, eventually we're going to check out, but I think there's other societies that have shown that you can be okay well into those years. So
Mhm.
this can help with that. So you don't just sell machines, you actually coach providers on building a DEXA-based business. So can you tell me more about that? And what is the biggest mistake that you see wellness businesses make?
So our program comes in and we provide training. So the manufacturer provides the training for the equipment, and there's some regulatory guidelines and things like that that you need to be aware of if you're going to implement it into a wellness business. But what we do is we provide the information and the protocols and the things on how you can help and support your clients to make sure that they achieve their end goals. And we help provide those services or other, things that they may need. So RMR, VO2, measured metabolism rate, how they're burning calories, all of that information. And then it helps them make their clients successful. What I will tell you is that most people who they don't go all in and fully just embrace what the DEXA is and the RMR and the VO2, most providers, they can't share that passion with their clients, and their clients don't embrace it either. So you have to be very passionate, and you want to see that success and know that that technology is working for you. So, yeah.
I love that. I think that is so true. And it seems like there's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of gadgets and things that come out. But if you find something that really works, yeah, I think it's so powerful. If you believe in it, they catch on to that and they feel it too. So important. So what's next for DEXA Plus? Where do you see all of this going into the future?
There's a lot of even more exciting things. So not only do we own DEXA Plus, we own DEXAscan.com, which is a website that educates consumers about the DEXA and the information, and it's a locator. So if you have a DEXA system and you want to be placed on the locator, people can type in their zip code and then find your location and go and have that. I think that we're going to see even more across the globe because we are starting to expand globally and put people on there as well. And it's super exciting to see some of these other areas that have definitely been underserved for so long really starting to embrace that. So it's not just a domestic thing, but it's a global movement. And I love that.
That's awesome. All right. Well, where can people find you if they want to learn more? You just mentioned that website. Is that the best website or?
Yeah, either dexascan.com or dexaplus.com, either one.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say about DEXA before we close out?
No, but if you haven't had one, definitely everybody should. I would highly recommend it just so you can establish a baseline, know your bone health and your body composition, so that as you age or as you attack a nutrition or a exercise program, you've got a baseline and you can measure against that. So, yeah.
So what kind of wellness center would have a DEXA scanner? Like what should somebody type into Google for their area?
So for the most part, it's really broad. You could go into a gym that might have it, and they're using it for measurement. A wellness center could be a weight loss. It could be a holistic health. Someone, it could be a chiropractor, just someone who truly believes in making that change. Functional med, age management, all of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for sharing your story with us. So if you're a wellness center owner and you're thinking about how to diversify your revenue and serve your clients better, definitely check out Kristen's work at dexaplus.com or dexascan.com. And if you want more conversations like this with wellness leaders who are doing it right, make sure you subscribe to the Flow with Solaris. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you.